Plaintiff Henry Bosey says when his daughter was 16, she gave birth to the defendant and immediately gave him up for adoption. Henry claims he never met the defendant until a couple of years ago when he sought out his biological mother. And Henry's suing him today because he loaned his grandson $3,000 and has yet to be repaid. Defendant Paul Ruck says he did seek out his biological mother, and after speaking for several months via email and phone calls, Paul invited her to come visit him. Paul says everything was going great between him and his mother, and although he admits borrowing money from Henry, he says he was too broke to repay him.
Prove your case.
Paul Ruck is my biological grandson, but I've only known him for a matter of months. When my daughter was 16, she became pregnant. About the 5th or 6th month, she went into Catholic Charities where she stayed until she gave birth for Paul, and Paul was whisked off to the Ruck family, so we never saw him or knew anything about him. We have 4 children of our own. 2 are biological and 2 are adopted. My sons are 39 and 40. The one thing we did have a problem with, and that was how to tell our children, the 2 children, that they were adopted. And my wife is really a grand lady. She really knows how to handle a situation. And she refers to them as chosen, not adopted. So that the word adopted was never used in our home. We found out that Paul had written a letter to Catholic Charities and asked that the letter be sent on to his mother. And Louise called and said that she was pleased that he wanted this information. I told her, be very careful what you do, because it's a very dangerous thing to do.
Because of your experience?
Well, feelings inside about disrupting the Ruck family,
right,
who had raised him all of his life. Right, raised him all of his life, you know, so how do you step in? But then the crushing blow was Paul got married, and we found out that Louise was invited to the wedding to be in the reception line and be introduced as the birth mother. Now that, to us, was tough.
He was an adult?
Oh, Lord, yes. Probably late 20s.
Right. I mean, by that time, everyone should have been mature enough to handle it. Go ahead.
Well, we'll see if that's true or not, Judge.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
We're going to see today, or we have to wait?
No, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you now.
All right.
So, well, we live in California, and Paul moved to California.
With his wife?
No. No.
What happened to the wife that quick?
I'm not going to answer that because I don't know. I'll let Paul answer that.
You know everything else about the man. Go ahead.
The next thing that happened was that Paul hit on hard times. And my daughter helped as much as she could, but on December 21st of '06, Paul came to our home and asked us for $3,000.
All right, and that's part of, I'm sure, what you're suing about. Right. Let me allow Paul to give me some background on this case, as you have.
Well, before you do that...
No, I want to get back to you after I do that.
Fine.
If it's all the same to you.
You're the
Go
boss.
Ahead. Why don't you tell me how you looked at it?
I did seek out my biological mom in about 95, 96.
How old were you?
I was about 26 years old.
All right. So you had 2 moms at that time, right? Isn't that how you looked at it?
My parents that raised me, they were very open, you know, because I have an older brother that was adopted also. And they were very open as we were growing up, you know, and if they've always said if you ever want to find out about your biological side, they were, you know, all for it. So anyways, I made contact with her. We sent correspondence through Catholic Charities. Then it graduated to emails and then phone calls. So we've been talking probably, I'd say, every other day for a good 3 or 4 or 5 months. You know, she lived in Missouri at the time, and I thought it would have been a neat idea if she came out. And I made that gesture, and she was more than excited to come out.
Okay. Was there a problem?
No, no problem. No,
your granddad sounds like it was.
Not a problem with her.
Do you know of anyone who had a problem?
Not that I know of.
So everyone else was mature enough to deal with.
On my side, yes. 2.5 years ago, I was getting burned out on my job. I was a GM of a restaurant in Houston. I've been doing that for, you know, pretty much the last 13 years.
So you lost your job?
Didn't lose my job. I gave my notice.
And you had another job to go to?
I was moving out to California to work with my biological mother in the insurance business.
You had money to do that?
Yeah.
All right. So he's about to tell me that you borrowed $3,000.
I did borrow $3,000.
Was that after or before moving to California?
That was after moving to California.
Did the new job end?
No, I was still working the new job.
So,
but
all right, let's find out from you.
He said he had run into hard times and he needed a loan for a short period of time. So,
but he was working?
Oh, yes.
So you didn't ask him what he did with his money?
No, I figured I couldn't push that far.
I'm trying to tell you something.
Well, I'm trying to tell you also.
Well, don't tell me. I'm not the one out of 3,000.
No.
I got my 3,000.
Let
me tell you something, sir. Let me give you some friendly advice. You can take it or leave it. When people come to you and ask you for money and they're working, have them print out a list of what they did with their money. Because they'll go and party and then hand you the bill. They go to the nightclub and drink it away and smoke it away, and then they come to you, Granddad, I need to borrow $3,000. And they've had the fun on your tab. And then you can't even afford to have the fun because you're loaning them your money. I have them spell it out. I say, tell me what you did with your money. You paid $1,200 this week. Spell it out. Since you need $1,200 from me, I did so-and-so, so-and-so. I said, you shouldn't have spent it on that. I'm going to loan it to you, but you need to stop this and that. Make it uncomfortable for them. That's what I do. So I shame them. I make them shame to come to me. You know, I'll help, but I make you very ashamed. Go ahead.
Here's what I want to... I would like to offer you the letter of explanation from my daughter.
All right. But he admits he borrowed it.
Which surprised the shoes off me because I didn't expect, according to that second paragraph, she has been in touch with him for 10 years. But
you loaned him the money.
Okay, we went in the den and we talked it over, and I said, why isn't he going to the Ruck family? Why is he coming to the Bosey?
I'm sorry, we have only a limited amount of time to hear your case. You've given me a lot of commentary.
No, I don't want to make a movie out of it either, Judge. But my wife had on her desk an offer from a credit card company with those checks attached for the low interest. Mm-hmm. So I took that into the kitchen and I said to Paul, if we give you this money, how are you going to pay it back? And he said, I will give you 15 post-dated checks of $200 each, and on the 16th month, we'll clean up the interest.
Okay.
On the strength of that, we did exactly that.
Did it work out?
No, because I made the payments, not Paul.
All right. What happened with these checks?
He never gave me one.
All right. Sir, what happened?
Check.
My ex, can I tell you why I borrowed the money?
No.
Okay.
Just tell me why you didn't repay it.
Because I was pretty much broke.
All right. And you were broke when you went to him?
Yes.
And how did you expect to pay him when you borrowed it?
Pay him $200 a month out of my paycheck.
And what happened? Why didn't you?
Because I made a few payments, and then some things happened. And
another financial hardship?
Pretty much.
All right.
Yeah.
And how much do you believe you owe him?
With the interest, $2,700.
All right. You're suing for $2,856. You're entitled to all of it, sir. Thank you for airing your feelings about the situation that may do a lot for the relationship. Good luck to you both. $2,856. Have a good day.
My feelings are this, if I may say so. There will be no relationship between he and I until he proves that he has integrity and should be a part of our family. In the meantime, I don't consider him to be part of the family. I'm sorry I'm so adamant in my position, but my children are raised to their word is their bond. And in his case, it means nothing.
If that's his feelings, that's his feelings. I'm a very, honest person. I've had some rough times, and, all I can do is try to move forward.